Team Trump turns up the heat on the Joe Biden campaign, and they don't like it. They want it to stop, and they want the networks to help them.
We had letters. The Biden campaign is demanding the major networks stop booking you as a guest on their programs. The campaign wrote this letter, reading in part, quote, by giving him your airtime, you are allowing him to introduce increasingly unhinged, unfounded, and desperate lies into the national conversation.
Well, of course, Sunday is the day not only for church, the NFL, but it's also the day of the Sunday shows, when all of the major news media outlet networks have their Sunday morning think and talk shows with their panelists and what's going on in national news, in particular politics. And of course, they tried to set the narrative again yesterday for impeachment. Why? They even brought in the prosecutor that exonerated Hunter Biden, saying that he didn't do anything wrong in the Ukraine. The vice president didn't do anything wrong in the Ukraine. The dirty little secret is, though, he was the prosecutor that was brought in after Joe Biden muscled Ukraine and said, you're not getting your $1 billion in aid until you call off this dog that's investigating my son. And how do we know all that to be the case? Because Rudy Giuliani, the guy that Saturday Night Live and the rest of the lying legacy, corporate corrupt mainstream media keeps trying to portray as crazy. What kind of attorney goes out there and just fumbles and walks into these admissions like he did with Chris Cuomo? It's all 4D chess, baby. It's all President Trump, Rudy Giuliani, two incredibly shrewd Nuyakas who are playing a little bit of what I like to refer to as country dumb. See, they want you to think, or they want the liberals to think, that they don't know what they're doing, that they're not on their game right now. Why? Trump is crazy and Rudy has dementia. I remember it was Rudy Giuliani who literally not only held New York City together, he held America together during the 9/11 crisis. I mean, he was Mr. In Command, and he was absolutely at the height of his of ability, if you will, to know what to do in crisis situations. He's not a dumb guy, and he's not a dumb guy now. He and President Trump, they have cooked this whole thing up on purpose. I mean, President Trump over the weekend, where's the whistleblower? I want to meet him. Accusing now Adam Schiff of treason. This is about to get so good because you have Team Trump really on offense now. And see, understand these things work in stages. And Trump is a master at this. Let the story get out. People immediately, oh no, he's going to be impeached. And oh no, I mean, after all, the media's not getting it that Biden was the one that was really doing bad stuff, and they're spinning it all off on Trump. See, even Faux pas News, formerly known as Fox News, goes back and forth with their weekend headlines. Oh, this looks bad for Trump. This is it. He's in crisis mode now. And now all of a sudden, after the bombshells go off where Rudy Giuliani dumps this thing called evidence, and he says he's got not only more sworn affidavits, he's got videotape. And unlike Adam Schiff for brains, Rudy ain't bluffing. So they let these things go out in stages. You know, first we have there's a whistleblower, and President Trump said and did something that he shouldn't have done. And the president lets the news cycle carry that for a couple of days. And he says, you know what? I'm going to give you the transcript of the phone call. Well, then they try to spin it and he put it on a super secret server. You got the transcript. Did we ever get the transcripts of the 33,000 missing emails of Hillary Rodham Clinton? And to try to compare that President Trump putting his stuff on a super secure server is the same thing that Hillary Rodham Clinton did. Hillary did hers outside the purview of the United States government. Took it upon herself, put it on a private server at some little hokey-doke, rinky-dink outfit in, where was it, Colorado, and the server that was taking care of Hillary's stuff, you know, the Secretary of State was on a server in a bathroom. And we don't think that all types of foreign entities hacked into that system and know things that even we don't know. President Trump simply moved his to a more secret server within the confines of the United States government. So, that said, he allowed this to drag out a little bit because he's doing several things at once here. He is establishing the fact he did not do anything that is even remotely impeachable. So that draws in Nancy Botox Pelosi, the squad, and never-Trumpers like Witness Protection Romney. It draws in all of the hysterical mainstream media who are salivating and having an orgasm that we got him now, we got him now, we got him. It also is allowing them now to find out who in the deep state keeps leaking stuff and getting stuff out there because it's an act of treason. And stupid Adam Schifferbrains, the guy who thought he was colluding with Russian spies to get naked pictures of Donald Trump when he was actually talking to, what was it, radio DJs doing a bit. Here he thinks, I've got this whistleblower and this is going to make my career and I'm going to take down Trump, and what he's actually done is committed treason. So Rudy Giuliani, who's been written, he's got dementia. Saturday Night Live made fun of him the other night. And he's crazy like a fox. It's all country, dumb on purpose. Draw them in and then pull the trap. And he let it out. We got the proof.
The reason they were rattled yesterday is because they were confronted on your show with something they don't know about. Facts. I didn't do anything on
You brought affidavits to the show yesterday.
This is an affidavit under oath. We presented it. It basically says Joe Biden is guilty of bribery. Now, Shokin could be telling the truth or lying, but he's willing to go under oath. The whistleblower is hiding somewhere.
Just to be clear, Shokin was the prosecutor.
Shokin is the prosecutor who was fired.
In Ukraine, he was fired.
Yeah. And the reason they want me to be silenced is not because I'm unhinged. It's because I've got facts. And because he's guilty. And he knows it. And he knows I have a lot more facts. I have a new one today.
You have another affidavit.
Oh, they're going to be, I got a lot of affidavits and a lot of statements, even videotapes. So this one is, you know how they said he was, Shokin was dismissed for corruption, and there was no investigation going on. This is an apology from the people that were representing Biden's son, from the Blue Star Strategies company. And it's an apology for dissemination of false information by U.S. representatives and public figures on the activity of the prosecutor general. Basically, they're admitting to the people there, we had to exaggerate these claims of corruption to cover, his firing. So,
wow.
Now corruption, look, I'm not trying to be insulting, but corruption is rather prevalent in Ukraine. Now, if this guy Shokin was really, really corrupt, he'd have like a big car and a big home like Lutsenko. The other phony thing they did yesterday on all the shows and all the in-the-tank media bought it, they put a guy named Lutsenko on who said, I didn't see any criminality in Biden in Ukraine. You know why? Because he's the corrupt prosecutor who dismissed the case. He's the guy Biden bought and paid for.
But Rudy, are you getting at all a feeling that all of this is becoming a blur to the American people?
No, I'm getting
I'm just saying.
I'm getting a feeling that the house of cards is starting to fall.
And the plot thickens. Hey, that's it for this rant for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and a great big like. Share this video to your social media platforms or anywhere that you feel we need to get the truth out and it's being suppressed. And please make sure you're a subscriber to this channel and smack the bell for my next rant.